And we're back. So I was explaining how I think it's good to start off in something like tutorials. It's good to start the player off, allowing them to make a lot of mistakes, which is something that RPGs in general struggle with. You can't make mistakes in RPGs, so you end up having to play them multiple times to get anywhere, which isn't fun, because most RPGs are tens, maybe hundreds of hours of adventure, and that's not fun. It's not fun having to play a game for 20 hours, or maybe 30 hours, beating it, and then going, oh, well, I could have done this so much easier if I just would have done this. I mean, that's part of the replayability, but let's be honest, there are hardly any people that replay RPGs except for the dedicated fans. However, if you hint toward like a special bonus or something at the end if you do specific things, like let's say the game at the let's say you finish the game and you get the neutral ending to the game, and it says something like, "Oh, too bad the let's say the conditions for getting the best ending are requiring some people to like you more." It's like, and then at the end you'll go like, "Oh man, so you finished the game, huh?" And text like ending stuff, congratulations. And then at the end it shows you and this person parting ways, and you're like, "Oh man, that's too bad. If only I could have known that person better." And then next time you play, you're like, "Oh, I want to see what happens if I know this person more, or if I get them to like me more." And then you try that, and you get a better ending where you and this person stay in contact, and you're pretty good friends. Stuff like that is interesting, but it's hard to do right. That's more of the an end game though, less of a tutorial thing. It's still about learning, but it's hard to teach a player to want to play a certain way. That's why for the most part, I don't like multi-ended things, because it rewards you for playing a certain way, but what if that's not how I want to play? Prime example, Shadow the Hedgehog. It's renowned being a terrible game. What if, because there's 10 ways to play, the commercials are all about, will you be a hero or a renegade, or what are you gonna be? Whereas the game before is like, oh, he's kind of like an anti-hero, I guess. Because I mean, he does the right thing, but he still butts heads with the main character. So he's kind of like an anti-hero. And as the game before it, Sonic Heroes, demonstrated, he's more of an anti-hero than anything. He's not a villain, but I mean, he's not a villain, but he's not good. So that's the thing. What I really don't like in that game is that you have different pathways you can take. You can take the good pathway, you can take the neutral pathway, or you can take the dark pathway. And the story will change based on how you play. That's alright. The bad part is there's a final story segment, which ultimately ends with Shadow saving the day. So you can be this complete tyrannical dick the whole time, and then all of a sudden near the end, then you just say you save the day. It's like, but that's not how I was playing the game. That's not good game design. That it really doesn't make sense to me. Where you can, I want to be an evil character. Let me be an evil character. This is something that I think MMOs like Star Wars, The Old Republic does really well. You can play as a Sith warrior, a Sith Inquisitor. It's like someone who's Sith, so they're evil. But if you want, you can play them as a good character. You have options, and your story can change based on that. Like, you won't alter like the direct story, like the path you have to take to get to the end of the regular story, but conversations change. Your companions, who like people you pick up along the way, will change based on how you act towards them and how you act toward other characters. And let me just say, it's hilarious being something like a Sith warrior and being a good guy. The people you fight get so confused. It's like, but you're Sith. Why are you doing this? And you're like, and they get so confused. But the point is, I want to play as a good guy, and I'm allowed to. It breaks the traditional rules, and it allows me to do that. So I think that's very good game design. A lot of people don't like the Star Wars MMO, but I really do enjoy it. I think it has a lot of good game elements that more games should adopt. Like, for example, the I can do anything I want path, where I can play as a dark side character and be a good guy if I want to. It's very open-ended, and that's how I want to play. If I want to be a complete jerk, I can do that. I can play the normal way. I can be a dark side complete jerk. I can play very neutral. I can do what I want as long as it benefits me. Like, there's so many things I can do, and it's fine. Oh my goodness, this level's taking forever. How do I get there? But I think open-ended game design like that is very good, and I do appreciate it. But I do like something bad about Star Wars: The Old Republic is you level ridiculously fast. You should not level that quickly. That's a negative point. Like, I think one of my friends said they played World of Warcraft for a good chunk of a day, and they got to level 10. Because they didn't, like, they were fairly new to the game, so they didn't know, like, what's the optimal way to level and stuff. But they played for a good chunk of the day, and they got to level 10. But if you played Star Wars: The Old Republic the same amount of time, you get to almost level 30. And the level cap in Star Wars is about, I think it's 65 at the point of this recording. So, it's not the longest game. But as you get higher and higher in levels, you start to level extremely slowly. You start to take almost a day to level, whereas the first 30 levels are in almost a day. If you're a subscriber and you use a few XP boosts here and there, you can get like XP boosts that you get for doing the story. You get XP boosts which can help you out. Which I think they didn't want people to get caught up in grinding, which, I mean, I can very much applaud. That's a great idea. But it still moves too fast. At one point, I remember when I started playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, and when you got to your second planet, like past the first like tutorial area of the game, you were generally level 11, level 10, level 9 if you didn't do side quests. But now, I played it again recently, and I was almost level 20 upon leaving the first planet, which is ridiculous. Part of that is general knowledge in the game, knowing what to do and like where to get the good quests and stuff. But part of that is also like people were complaining that it took too long to level, so they lowered the level requirement. Like, it takes a little bit less XP to level. Okay, that makes sense. But they also changed how much XP you gain, so you also gain more, which was a problem. And then they changed it even more, so you get even more than before. And that was a huge problem, because now you level insanely fast, and you can... I beat one of the character's stories in a single day, or not a day, in a week. I got to level 50 in Star Wars in a week. Granted, I was playing a lot, and I used a lot of the XP boosts that the story mode gave you, but that's so fast! How did I beat a character's story and get to almost level 50 in 1 week? That shouldn't happen. That's way too fast. It's an MMO, so it should be longer. But that means you could complete the entirety of Star Wars: The Old Republic vanilla in 2 months. If you just did the stories. If you did the vanilla stuff, you could beat it in 2 months and you would be done with the game entirely. An MMO being done in 2 months. That's crazy. Oh, I'm skipping this level. Nope, we're not doing this level. This level takes too long. Enter password for level 34. Cipher. Oh, this is such a good level. Okay, I want you to take note of what the level looks like. And I'm not going to say anything about it. So yeah, level progression in Star Wars is ridiculous. But I will say in Star Wars the tutorial is fairly decent as well. You get to your first few levels pretty quickly. It tells you what your skills are. You get through that pretty quickly. One of the missions in the game is actually to go to a skill trainer, so you know you can get more skills. One of the missions is, go to this guy, he can teach you new skills. That's basically what it is. And that teaches you that, okay, I can get new stuff from here. Pretty cool. So, that's very, I think it's very good on tutorials. I haven't played World of Warcraft very much. I played it about 2 years ago and didn't really like it very much. But who knows, I might play it again. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it recently, so I might play it again if I can get some friends to play with. Then again, I'll only be free to play, but we'll see. Okay, so during that level, do you notice anything particular about the level shape? Anything specific at all? The shape of the rooms I was in? Well, if you didn't, spoilers, this level is called Cipher. Still nothing? Still don't get it? Okay, the rooms are shaped like letters. If you draw out a level map for this, which I will put on screen now, look at this. 4 letters, 3 in a row. Cipher. These are level passwords for future levels. And I only ever figured out I figured out the bottom one only. This one down here. That was the only one I ever figured out. Because I got a few of them. I think I got 2 or 3 of the letters, and then I just guessed the rest. I think I got 3 letters, and then I guessed the rest. Because for some reason I was for sure, like, I knew I was putting in the password right, but it wasn't accepting it, so I just, whatever, I just did it. Oh. So I got that one, and the last set of letters in that pattern is actually a code to a secret level, which I think is only in the Microsoft version. Oh. I got another block in here. There we go. There we go. Let's drain those out. So I actually found that out, and I've beaten this game a few times, but I haven't actually ever done every level. So I was hoping to do that here, but certain levels I'm just gonna not do, like the past one that's super ridiculous. I'm not doing that. That's ridiculously long. I might do it in an extended version, or maybe, oh shoot, maybe a live stream if I can get better internet. Well, because my internet service provider was recently bought out by a bigger company. So we'll see what happens with internet. As far as I'm aware, everyone who had existing plans was allowed to keep them. But I'm not sure if those contracts expire at some point. They might require you to change plans. But I think our family currently has unlimited internet, which is really nice. It's not very fast, but it's unlimited, and it's decent. Unless if we have like 3 computers trying to stream YouTube at the same time, for the most part we're fine. And I mean, I'm okay playing internet games because I plug in directly through an Ethernet cable. I have our router's in the basement, in the center of the basement right now, but I was having none of this wireless junk for online games, so I asked my dad, "Hey, can I hook up Ethernet like through the floor to my room?" He's like, "Okay, sure." So I drilled a hole in behind my baseboard, brought an Ethernet cable up, and I've had good internet since then. Because I remember playing games online and having someone start to watch a video and immediately getting like 1,000 ping, which is 1 second delay for all of you who don't know. 1 second delay in online games. That doesn't seem like a lot, but it's extremely frustrating when you're playing games like Team Fortress 2 or League of Legends. That is so frustrating, having a 1 second delay. Some games are unplayable at that point. So I hooked up Ethernet and we're good now. So I'm going to pause here, end off this episode again. So I'm going to stop recording these episodes here. If you guys like this series, be sure to say something about it. If you guys don't like this series, say something. I can do something else if you want. I'd love to do all these episodes. Eventually, I want to go back and do every level, but that'll be at the end of the game after everything. I'll put those down as like bonus videos. But so yeah, leave a comment or like if you like it or not. Also, if you leave a like or a dislike, that also helps me. Dislikes are fine. If you don't like the video, that's perfectly fine if you leave a dislike, because it means you didn't like it. But what I don't want people doing is going onto my video and immediately disliking or immediately liking. I want to be able to gauge whether or not this is a good thing. Like, do you actually like this? Do you actually dislike it? And don't be like, "Oh, I like any video you do." No. Do you like the specific thing I'm doing? Not just everything. Do you like this game? Are you enjoying watching it? That's what I want to know, because that'll help me play the right games, so to speak. I might not play all the right games that you guys always like, but I'll try to play a majority of them. So with that, I'll leave you guys there, and thank you for watching, and I hope to see you for the next whatever's next.